Hey!
Riser, go!
It's demo time!
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Okay.
So,
So, there's a few products that we want to show off, right? So, there's the runner clip.
Jeff's not going to let me talk. Come around here.
No, I'm
camera.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then you go for it.
Yeah, let me get my head around this. Yeah, so as Jeff was like saying, we've got the Razor series that we want to talk about here, and we got the runner clips that we want to get into, and then we're going to even show you one way to use the dust brush pocket.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into that. Jeff's going to deliver commentary when I'm not talking, like when I'm concentrating, just so that the signal is kind of clear. As you guys can see, it's pretty standard setup that we've got here. We're just using nippers. We're going to be using some Tamiya nippers. We've got guard hands. We've got all the other fancy stuff, but I like Tamiya because I feel more comfortable.
But look, I feel like with now the Razor, it doesn't matter what nipper you use because you're not doing the
exactly
flushed cuts. You're leaving a little bit of excess to do the sanding away with the Razor, yeah.
Sweet. So
we've got a volunteer.
Yeah, we got a
Today
turn
we've
A.
got the turn A Gundam.
So we figured it would be cool to show you guys.
Yeah, to be more visible on the darker pieces, like your greys.
And I also want to try a bit of a red. But let me just show you guys quickly how the runner stands work. Yeah. Because I do want to set these up on runners.
Put them on the runner clips.
Gee, I wish I had this much space at home for this kind of thing. But yeah, the runner clips are great because you can either set them up like that, and as you can see, they hold. And if you're worried about it not being strong enough, you can put it.
Yeah, if you have a really big runner.
Yeah,
or like the MG kits, they have like.
Yeah, or
vertical.
Or you can do it vertically, however you guys want to.
Yeah, and they include like the little rubber grips. Yeah, if you're on like a smooth table and it will slip around, then you use one of these. Yeah.
And there's also they've made it fun.
Yeah.
So you've got all of these like letters and numbers. That you can use, even the
you
PC.
Want to try one or two?
Yeah, let me try one. Let's just, what is this? This is a C runner. So let me pop out the C. I'm cutting quite close because I don't want to like sit and worry about stuff. And because it hasn't got a number, I'm just going to pop it in there on the left. I'm going to make it readable for me. Ooh. Yeah, that should work. Let me just actually do it close. Let me do it on this one quickly. Otherwise, I'm just overextending myself. There we go.
Yay.
So
nice and presentable.
Yeah, so that's a cool little thing you can do like when you have some downtime. Because I imagine not everybody's going to sit here and meticulously try to set it up. But I think if you guys took the time and you labeled your runners A, B, C, D, and then it's like painting sticks, man. You have to start somewhere. You have to get one pack. You might end up getting 1 or 2 packs of runner clips anyway in the long run.
Cool.
There's 24 pieces in the box, just so you guys know.
And it's 10 clips.
Yeah.
And then.
It's the standing guard. Is the little rubby
the rubby
thing. Yeah,
piece,
sorry.
yeah.
My bad. I was about to say, because it doesn't look like 24.
Yeah, so you can put like 2 rubby things on each stand with some extras afterwards as well. Yeah.
So I'm just going to park this over here quickly. There we go.
Hey, super presentable.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks cool for this kind of thing. Okay. So I'm just going to...
so I was actually thinking, we do one with a conventional cleanup of sanding sticks. Yeah. And we have another piece. We're not going to clean up all the nubs, but we can have 2 nubs that we will show cleaning with the conventional way and with the Razor,
Yeah. And then, there we go.
Nice, you choose some big pieces.
Yeah, cool dark pieces. They are a little bit dark on this. It's gray on gray. You just pop that in there. I'm gonna like keep randomly putting this down in different ways, just to kind of see if I can play with it, And then, okay, with this side we don't really have identical pieces, but I can at least try to show it on different sides. And also, as usual, guys, if you've got like a tool that's new for you, that's like a sanding tool, try it out on like double check in the manual what's going to be seen. Like what's going to be shown and whatever's. So like in this case, Jeff, I just want to just confirm, I'm going to cut I'm naturally always going to want to cut flush. So I'm just going to do that because I'm still going to get stuff there that normally I would slice off with a knife. So, sorry about leaving the nubs on the table.
No, it's fine, we'll clean it up.
We'll clean it up, but yeah, normally we have like a box or something set up. Okay, and as you guys can see, there are nub. You can very visibly see them.
Yeah, I think you need to leave a little bit more, for the Razor. sand off.
Okay, let me try this.
Like,
for
I
the
think
sake of
what
science.
I show in the instructions, maybe leave like 1 millimeter.
Oh wow, that much, eh? Well, let's see. Those are like, they're catching my finger. So that should be like enough, I feel.
Well, like rather, instead of trimming all the
of
second
them.
cuts, do 1 second cut and then try the razor and see how it goes
Cool.
for you. Yeah.
So let me keep this then for the sanding sticks, and then I'll keep.
Yeah. So you guys can see this is like our first proper experience with them. Like we've tried them, like, well, I personally have tried the razor and the balancer a few times, like on a few pieces at a Build Me before, but yeah, this is our first proper.
And then this side I'm going to cut quite close.
Okay.
Because I want to see what the razor does to that.
Okay.
But the reason that they want you to have a little bit exposed is so that you don't have a gouge.
Yeah,
You don't have
and
like
also
a
the
concave.
stress is happening not too close to the actual piece.
Pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So typically what I would do is with the Bandai sticks is you would start with the red.
Yeah, that's the lowest grit.
And also, guys, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you want to, I like to sand in one direction. Okay, that's just how I roll. I can see Jeff uses, I'm using Jeff's sanding sticks for this. And so I can see he likes to wet sand a lot because I can see the color in here. Actually, just going to give this like a bit of a full tilt here. Oh, wow.
Okay. We can make it quite quick with.
Sorry, man. I'm just
it's
my
all
perfection
good.
is kicking in because I saw that sinkhole now.
It's like people say, "Where's the GUNPRIMER still?"
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. And then we'll go into the blue, which is a 600 grit. The red.
The red is 400. I think it's either 600 or 800.
I think the red is
I can't remember.
I think the red is 600, and
the
then
last one, the white, is the 1000 grit.
Okay, so already we're getting quite like, you can see it's pretty much sanded it gone, if you know what you're doing, if you're sanding it right. And also what's good about these is they're quite well used. And then I often find that drops the grit just a little bit.
So are you comparing with the, because
Yeah.
you've got to use the same piece for the GUNPRIMER and the sanding.
Yes, I just got into a habit there, and I was just showing the guys, like on this blue piece.
Because there's
Wait.
no more. There's no more.
There's no
nuts
more.
for
There's
the-
almost nothing to. Wait, I grabbed that. I meant to grab the white one, and we're gonna polish. So that's what you would do, okay? So guys, it's a good system, okay? Because as you guys can see, it looks decent. There is a bit of a sink mark there that might need some more work. You know, you can get a good look from doing this, okay? The thing is, just remember that for me to do this, and it'll be on the video now, you can check how long it took me to do that, right? Okay, so now I'm going to attack, where's my experimental ones? Yeah, this is my experimental one. So I'm going to use the razor. Okay. Okay, like the razor size as well, also like very handy.
Yeah, it's also quite thin, so you can like get into tighter spaces.
Yes.
So it's not like your conventional nail glass file, which is a bit wider. It's
Yes.
a bit thinner, yeah.
Okay, I just want to just make sure I'm mostly flush here, and I'm just going to work this nub off. Okay, it's already worked the nub off. So that was like super quick. Okay. This nub is a little bit taller, but we're doing this as a stress test anyway. Okay, it's a bit slippery. Where's my little brush? Guys, I'm just being a little bit like meticulous here with this. I'm just brushing off the excess dust with this cool little microfiber, with the cool little mini duster. But that's just me being careful and just making sure that I'm representing this as best I can. And you can really feel it bite, eh? Like it's almost feels like it's sticky.
And also the nice thing about the glass file compared to like normal sanding supply, like sanding paper or sanding sponge, is that it actually polishes as you sand.
Yeah, so you'll see that now. I want to get that angle right there because I think I was a little bit too aggressive there because of my lighting here. Normally I have this, a little lamp that's just kind of angled in the right way so I can see the contours of the kit better. Okay, that's already destroyed that. So, just want to get my hands out of the way there so that I don't get unnecessary oils and things on the razor. That's already destroyed it as well. It's already gone. When I say destroyed it, I mean the nub, not the razor. Okay, cool. So let me give you guys, so that was this is the section where the nubs were quite thick. They were quite big initially. And that just tore them
and
off.
You can see now there's a lot of shiny surfaces from the glass file. So now that's right. Where the balancer comes in. Yeah.
Okay, so
it will
really reduce this out. So I love this. This is one thing. I think when you guys are working with this at home, maybe keep the balancer somewhere else, not in the packaging. It's a little bit
also just you can actually take out the insert in the middle and it becomes like a storage
there you
box.
go. I mean, if you...
It's a bit loose.
Yeah, because this is packaging that you don't want to throw away.
This is packaging for like transportation, but then after you've done your unboxing, you can take away the insert.
So let's attack this.
So now, I think you use the
grey side first.
So to reduce that polish, it will reduce that shine from the glass file.
Oopsie. I got too overzealous there. Okay, so now we've already removed some of the shininess. We've got a nice...
you can see the other side is quite shiny.
Shiny by comparison, yeah.
So now this is already like kind of kept them consistent.
Yeah. I'm putting my finger here just because this thing is quite loose, and I love that because it's kind of like a sponge sander.
Yeah, exactly. So it can go over like nice curves, yeah.
And also, guys, I'm not pushing, hey? I'm letting the tool do the work.
Yeah, exactly.
So reminding you, okay, I'm just being like a little bit like finicky now, and I'm getting in there. Okay, but just to be like, okay, so there we go. It's like fancy pants. Okay, and now I'm going to hit it with
the white side, yeah?
I'm going to hit it with the white side. So I just want to I can't see any magic happening right now because the light's hitting the angle that the light's hitting it on. There we go. Wow. Okay, there we go. I can see it now. Yeah. And so, guys, the reason, this is why I like to also like buff in one direction as well. I was actually taught this by somebody who does nails, that you should do it in one direction. That's always like stuck with me. But there we go. Nice and shiny. Okay. So guys, if you're like doing something like that's like maybe you want to give a piece like that shiny look. Sorry, there I have to like kind of go, I can't really get the one direction thing in there properly, okay? If you want that shiny look, cool. Stop here. Don't carry on. Don't keep working. Just leave it. Maybe you've got a visor or a zaku eye or something that you want to get super, super gloss and shiny. So then leave it there. You don't need to do the recover. The recover...
Yeah, it's a very like case-by-case scenario. Hey?
Yeah, you use your head, right? And then we're just going to give this a bit of a... I'm going to do it in little circles. So just... So glad I'm having a good hand day. This should take off some of the edge. Not enough yet. Oh, you know what I can actually do? Sorry, just because I'm such a creature that I'm used to doing this on my jeans. I can actually do that. Whoopsie. There we go. It's dulling it a little bit now. It's bringing it back to...
So would you like to do the other grey piece with like normal sanding sticks? So
yes, I do. So we can have a comparison. Yeah. And one more tip with this, I feel, I'm just gonna go on a limb here. If you're worried about it being too shiny, I think just softly go over with one of these. It's called a balancer, right? So the whole idea is to balance it out. Okay?
To the original plastic sheen.
Yeah, you can give it to to get that like sort of satin flat look. And then here you can just This is just the recover.
Yeah. Again, this is all.
I'm just playing now. Yeah. You know, I want to just see what happens.
Yeah. So again, this is all for the best like snap build out of a box experience.
Yeah.
To like match the plastic sheen. So.
But
if you're somebody like a painter, you don't need to do all of this because obviously your
yeah, I would actually as a painter, I would honestly stop at the balancer. This is actually so cool because I'm going to share something with you guys. My girlfriend has, and I'm actually sure a lot of you guys actually are like this. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are like this. When you sand, some people get like nails on a chalkboard feeling from that. Okay, so it's like so sometimes I can't sand in the lounge because my girlfriend kind of wants to tear her skin off. So this doesn't create that vibe. And I love that because it makes it more comfortable for people who might be sensitive to that kind of sensation. And I've actually heard from some Build Force members that they don't like to sand because they don't like that feedback loop. So guys, this is actually your answer. Should I say the razor and the balancer as your answer? Okay, so let's get into this gray part here. I'm just going to attack it with my...
Yeah, so we have a side-by-side comparison.
So yeah, so I'm just going to hit it with the sticks. Bit of a bigger part. So the one thing you have to be careful with the razor is the razor is like a weapon. It's like a laser beam, okay? It's going to just remove stuff. So if you just please be careful when you're sanding over like certain details, whatever, because the razor will destroy them. So
just make sure the flat surface has to match to the piece. Yeah.
So in this case, it's a little bit dangerous because firstly, I'm doing this at an angle for the camera. I'm actually sanding away from myself and not with lighting on it that I can properly see the contours. So I'm actually in a very precarious situation. This one, I actually think I'm attacking this a little bit safer, and then I just got to get in there a little bit.
And I think we can just do this one side. We don't need to do the other side.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea, dude. Okay, so I'm just doing that a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to the blue one, which is the middle file. Guys, this is not a versus or anything. This is not to like say one is better than the other. This is so that you can see the comparison. Although if you want my personal perspective on that, I actually am preferring the razor. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, especially if you're just trying to like, again, if you're not painting this kit, you just want to make sure it looks like the original plastic finish.
So I know
because with the sanding sticks, it's not gonna bring it back.
So 100%. When people speak to me, see, this is where this is useful when you have to like clear up some dust and things. A lot of people have asked Jeff and myself in the past. Some customers, some not even customers, just sometimes people that just know that we build these things, have come to us and like said, oh, would you mind building for me like a commission build or whatever? And it's like, Jeff and I, our first instinct is always like, no, man, like you should totally try and build it yourself. Don't be scared. Like, we all have to start somewhere. But some people just don't have the time, but they really want a robot. And I get that. Now, if I could pay somebody to do something for me in the modeling process, it would be sanding. I loathe sanding. And you guys have heard me plenty of times when I do fun boxings. I'm like, oh, yay, there aren't too many seams. Or this is a nice, fun, easy kit. And you know what I'm saying every time I say that? I go, wow, I can see that I don't have to sand too much and that I don't have to fix seams. Okay, so...
Okay,
cool.
So shall we have the two pieces?
Comparisons time.
Let's go for like the left side is the sandpaper.
Yes.
And right side is the gun primer.
Okay, let's see. Gun primer. Go. Okay, so this is the gun primer.
Oh, gun primer. Sorry, go to the other side.
You want me to see this?
Yeah. So before on here.
Yeah.
Not before. Sorry. Sandpaper here.
Okay, you want sandpaper there on this side, okay?
And then gun primer this side.
Well, the thing is, at least I don't have to work too hard to see which is which because they are quite distinct. Okay, so this is using sanding sticks. Okay, you're going to get a semi-gloss or satin kind of look.
And you can still see the micro scratches on it.
Yeah, you can do that. Cool. And then this side is the gun primer with the super shiny. No, that is the balanced side.
So if I ask you where can you find where the nub is, like you probably can't.
Yeah, that's tricky. Like, I mean, listen, if you want to get super technical, one, I suppose you could see where the light is warping. But if you see this piece on a kit and that kit is
right side by side, like.
Okay, and now I'm gonna as Jeff suggested. There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you can see like that has like micro scratch. Where's my finger? Micro scratches over there.
Ooh.
And this is
a
great job. Hey, yo.
Yeah, so cool. Okay, and then also just while I'm at it, I want to check something. So some of you guys have, and also guys, I'm not against the sanding sticks. I love sanding sticks. I actually love these sanding sticks. These are my favorite sanding sticks to use.
Yeah.
And
me too.
And I'll often use, I've just recently got some of the MadWorks sanding pads, which have been really, really great. Those are especially great when I want to build cars and I've got large surface areas and things to do, especially on master grades, stuff like that. But some of you guys who might not want to paint your master grades, this is where the razor is going to help you in a big way. Anyway, you guys have built some kits already. And you've got some kits where you've got this kind of look, or maybe you've got nub marks already. So this is, I'm going to show you now what happens. I'm going to take the balancer.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, I'm going to use just the balancer. I'm not going to bother with the razor. I'm just going to use the balancer over my original work here. Okay, which is, I think what it's going to do is it's going to immediately even it out. I'm quite aware of that. I definitely see me needing to buy another balancer in my life. Okay, and I just want to oh, sorry man, I'm just holding it softly and my brain's telling me to hold it. Oh my word, it's like, come on.
Butterfingers,
like, it's like amateur hour now. Okay. So as you guys can see, I've now balanced it out. Now I'm going to switch it over to the white side of the balancer. Remember, this was previously sanded with just
like Bandai sanding
with
sticks,
just the Bandai sanding sticks. And this is me telling you that it's actually worth your time to get yourself a balancer and maybe even a razor set now. Even if you've already built a few kits, you've just given some of your old kits new life. There we go. So now we've got super shininess.
Does this go up and down a little bit? Yeah, so it's quite shiny. So now do you need to use the recover or? I'm
going to use the recover just on the one side. And I'm going to use it like as if it's like a lathe kind of situation or a sanding table kind of situation. Because normally I would hold this a lot closer to my chest. But there we've kind of given it, we've brought it down a little bit. I wonder if I should even like rub it down more. And I'm doing little circles here, guys, as if I was polishing
it. All your kits that you've like sanded before with conventional sanding methods, you can totally just use the balancer.
Yeah, you can use the balancer just to like tweak it out. Yeah. So let me put a whole bunch of stuff here on the table so everybody can see all the coolness that's just gone down. To our new friends at GunPrimer, thank you very, very much. We love this product. It is everything Jeff and I thought it would be. It is actually better because initially we were concerned that maybe it was a bit of a fad or something. And that is why we've taken a while just to sort of adopt it. I wish we had done it sooner. So thank you for this, guys. This is an amazing product. I can't wait to see even more of your stuff. I can't wait to try out the this tool again. And the name escapes me right now. The Gridder. I can't wait to try out the Gridder now, just based on my experience now with the balancer and the razor. And I'm very excited to try out the bigger brush. So thank you. And you guys are awesome. And we are really, really proud to be to have your product in our store in Gunpla.
Totally. Like we mentioned before, when we first introduced like supplies, hobby supplies, we were thinking about people getting into painting.
Yes.
So we didn't think about products like this, but it's also like as we grew with the community, there are people that don't want to get into painting or even have kits that they don't intend on painting anyway.
Yeah.
So like, especially clear kits, the whole purpose of you buying a clear kit is you want to retain that clearness.
Totally.
So in that aspect, you're not like, for example, I've got some clear kits of my own that I'm not going to intend on painting. But now with GunPrimer's products, I can make sure the nub marks are treated well and to look actually very pristine with the rest of the pieces,
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, there are even kits in my collection that I don't intend on painting either. And also like clear kits and whatever's that I want to try and get just sort of done and not have to worry about painting. And Jeff and I have said it to you guys before. Although Jeff and I love painting and we love building and we like taking a kit to as far as it can go, as far as our skill goes, that doesn't have to be the case for every single kit you buy.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just have a kit like I've got Alphamon and a few others that I'm just like, you know what, I'm happy to keep them in plastic. And now I can make them look great. Because that was actually the thing that used to motivate me to paint. I was like, oh, what am I going to do about these nubs?
Like all these like micro scratches that you do.
And I've used the polishers and I've used all that stuff. And this is. You
would have to use like polishing compound and like high grit sandpaper, like 3,000, 8,000, and then all the rubbing the polishing compound is like, it's gonna.
And then you have to clean it and all that. I am very excited for when GunPrimer does like bigger pads for like car modeling and stuff. I don't know if that's their direction, but I definitely think GunPrimer is needed in that world too.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for sticking with our little introduction tutorial. Jeff and I are very excited. We're actually quite happy to get home now and play with our new GunPrimer thingies that we got ourselves.
Yes.
And yeah, and if you have any questions, please get hold of us on our Discord. You can comment below. And yeah, I'm going to smash something into the camera. It's definitely going to be my new set of razor.
Woo! Woohoo! Yeah, and exactly. We ourselves, we believe in it, so we got to take it home and use it for ourselves. You know, we're not only just selling this stuff for the rest of you guys.
It's not just lip service, guys.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna see it on our streams here and there. You know, at build meets, we're gonna be using it.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm just excited at how much I like these. I wasn't expecting to be as like into these as I am now.
Clips, you know.
Yeah, like if you guys ask Jeff or if you ask us at a bold meet, Jeff will probably tell you that Paul was like, "Oh, runner clips," but now I'm into it. So yeah, guys,
thank you.
Keep building joy with GunPrimer.